Welcome back to the channel, Summoners. I have been working on 3 different video topics, all involving Blitz, so instead of unfinished content, I've decided to bull rush this video that I started working on 24 hours before the next scheduled release. May my sleep schedule rest in peace. Before we get into it, be sure to do that whole YouTube thing. And my controversial thought of the week is that toaster waffles are better frozen than toasted. Discuss in the comment section below. Blitz has been getting a lot of commentary about how good Blitz Pro is, or about how the free version is unreliable and has much to be desired because of everything behind the paywall. So today I'm going to discuss how Blitz is Blitz's own competition. I have been using Blitz this past week with a lot of features turned off. I will explain why as the video goes on. The first thing that I want to rant about extends beyond Blitz or Mobalytics or Professor or LolWiz having paywalls. I can extend this rant to Hulu, Paramount Plus, and even BMW. I never thought I'd be saying that. I'm sick of everything being a pay-by-month service. Blitz keeps shoving their features back behind the paywall like that. Major tangent coming. Use the chapters to skip if you don't want to hear this. I understand paying to remove ads for more features. What I do not understand is paying for use of a service with ads. I'm looking at you, Hulu. I'm looking at you, Paramount Plus. And BMW, are you telling me I seriously have to pay $18 a month to activate heated seats that's already installed in the car? Come on. I can't do a Joe Biden, come on man impression, or else I would. This has to end. I don't want to be halfway through a movie I paid $20 to go see, and then I have to get an ad in the middle of it. I'm serious, I never want to be halfway through Top Gun Maverick and get an ad for Southwest Airlines, and then have an employee selling me popcorn tell me that I can upgrade to ad-free for an additional $10.
Name of the game, move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Back to third-party apps. I get it, these apps have to make money, but a major complaint about Blitz is ads like this one, where there's literally nothing else about Blitz on the screen. It's just in the way unless I pay for Blitz Pro. There are a lot of ads with Blitz, and there's a paywall to get some bang for your buck, but that leads me to another grievance I have for Blitz. Granted, I've only been using Blitz for the past week. Blitz has been unreliable in the past. Let me know in the comments if it's gotten better. I did not have any issues with Blitz this past week. I did have issues with Blitz a long time ago, however. I have also had a lot of the features turned off to lower the strain required. But the lack of reliability, at least in the past, has caused me to turn away from using Blitz. Blitz being unreliable is actually what prompted me to make that first terrible comparison video on YouTube. I would take it down if it wasn't the most viewed video on this channel. It's embarrassing. Now, if you look at both of these issues together, do you really want an unreliable, buggy app with more advertisements than an hour-and-a-half long movie that runs on TV for 3 hours? Probably not, especially with me singing praise to Professor and Mobalytics in comparison. Now ask yourself, would you pay for an app like that? Would you pay for an app that historically crashes? Even if you get rid of the ads, you still only solve half the battle. And what do you get in return? More features? Probably, but I haven't reviewed Blitz Pro, so who actually knows what's behind the paywall? Now that I have sufficiently trashed Blitz, time to make up for it. I did not have any issue using Blitz this past week. I low-key found it refreshing to have a different app running. Normally I run Professor or Mobalytics for the ranked grind, but having Blitz was a fresh change of pace. If I disregard the advertisements, which I do for the purpose of devil's advocate, I will say that I did not have any problems using the free version of Blitz. I think that a lot of people are overly critical on this kind of thing. If you lose the game, I promise you, it isn't because Blitz needed to update. If you don't know what runes to run for your main, I promise you, that knowledge will be a lot more reliable than any rune importer that these third-party apps have. Straight up, having the wrong runes is not the app's fault. For Vi, Blitz wanted to import water walking. You really think I want water walking instead of alacrity? Absolutely not. So I didn't import the rune set. Back to my previous point, if you lose the game, I promise you, it has something to do with the other team playing better than you. These apps impact the game much less than you actually realize, especially when you have experience in the game like I do. That is not to say that people don't troll or int, I'm just saying that most of the time, the other team's playing better than you. That also doesn't mean that you're bad. Like, everyone loses at some point. Just saying. For these games, I had jungle pathing turned off. I think it was free at one point, but I think it's behind the paywall now. But I'm not really sure. The reason I have it turned off is that I know what paths I want to take with Vi. I know what I should be doing. I don't need this feature personally. It could be useful if I was new to the champion or the jungle, absolutely, but it is not my main focus. There are a lot of good things Blitz has, and you can't really take that away. Blitz has still solid features in the free version, although that scouting report leaves much to be desired. As far as Blitz Pro is concerned, I'm pretty sure the scouting report gets better. I have never heard anything bad about Blitz Pro at all. I have had comments and testimonials from other gamers that Blitz Pro is absolute fire. I can't really speak to it because I've never used it. I still have that 7-day free trial though, so if this video gets 10 comments telling me to review Blitz Pro, I will. Now, based on the glowing reviews, I am going to go out on a limb and say that Blitz Pro is pretty solid. I do have some high expectations for it, given the reviews that I have heard. Given that Blitz has some solid features and that it has a solid interface as well as a lot of useful overlays, I am willing to ignore the ads, but putting formerly free features behind the paywall is a little shady in my opinion. This directly takes away from the appeal of using a free app or not wanting to pay for that free app. I think we can all agree that we like free stuff, and taking the free stuff away is probably not the best move, especially for my endorsement of the app. Or for Blitz's overall business model, but not my business. What we got here is an app that is chock full of ads, but also chock full of overlays that work most of the time, with a premium version that takes away the ads and gives more features to the user. I understand that the ads annoy people, but Blitz has to make some money somewhere, and I guarantee that gamers would be willing to overlook Blitz's ads if there was an increase in reliability, and I certainly would overlook a lot if there was a download code for creators like me. If we overlook the ads, Blitz is a very solid app. Even if we overlook the free features getting pushed behind the paywall, Blitz still has a lot to offer. I think the flack Blitz has been getting is rightly given, but I also think that it is over-exaggerated, as Blitz has been solid for me, and I can't really say that Blitz is in my doghouse. I think that Blitz is a solid app choice. I know I didn't get into a lot of the other features in this video, but I wanted to cover the biggest issues that people have mentioned about this app, as well as give it some counterbalance and not just blindly agree without doing some of my own research. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to do that whole YouTube thing, and I will see you on the next one.